time for some Bloodborne. Time to born some bloods. Alright, just getting the last of my notification shit out. Alright, should be good to go. All right. Just gonna quickly go do some stuff I forgot to do. Whoa, hey, is there really ads on my stream? Damn, I'm getting famous, man. Getting famous. Twitch is starting to notice me. They're starting to monetize my shit. I don't even think I need to go back over and check, but I don't think I have any monetization options checked off. Yeah, if I remember correctly, I think that the ads that play when you start streams are obligatory. Just checking something real quick. Okay. I didn't mess up. Because there's an Eileen encounter here, but I missed it already because I already progressed it to Tomb of Odin. But that's not a big problem because as long as you talk to her like 2 out of 3 times in her random locations, then you'll get the Bloody Crow fight instead of having to fight her. If you only talk to her in her first location though, and then don't talk to her anywhere else, then you'll have to fight her. Alright, last time I got to the old abandoned workshop and got some umbilical cord. By the way, so fun fact about New York. So we have obviously, you know, we have some pretty diverse seasons here. Very frigid winters, very, very hot summers. But the thing about New York is we don't just judge based on heat. We have a heat index because the humidity in the air makes it so much sweatier and hotter like it makes it feel so much hotter. So we have a severe heat warning because even though it's only going to be like, I mean, it's still pretty friggin' hot, but even though it's going to be 92, it's going to feel more like 104. I mean, New York isn't exactly dry and arid either, dude. New York's got its fair share of swamps and wetlands as well. But yes, Mr. Washington, D.C., I get you. But yeah, I mean, this isn't necessarily for you, but just for anybody who has a dry climate. Like for anybody who gets dry climates, good for you. Like my boyfriend lives in Arizona, and I'm like, you know what? It's hot there, and you know, if you stand in direct sunlight, you'll die of heat stroke, but at least if you're in the shade, you're fine. But you can't escape, like, hot air temperatures. If the air temperatures are too hot because of the humidity, because the heat travels through the water vapor in the air. If like the humidity is just brutal because it makes your breathing really heavy. Yeah. You can escape the heat in dry climates. You can't escape the heat in humid climates. It also makes your balls stick to your thighs. So yeah, extreme heat warning where I live for the next couple of days, so that's fun. So guess there's no going outside, or if I am, it's gonna be in an air-conditioned car. There's like 3 months of the year in New York where every day of the year it will be acceptable to go outside, and then the remaining 9. There's a potential chance of there just not being able to leave your house for the day. Like about 5 months of the year, maybe closer to 5 months where it's acceptable to go outside. But still, like, yeah, 4 months of the year where it's entirely possible that you're snowed in, and 3 months of the year where it's entirely possible that you'll die of heat stroke if you leave. 'Tis a pleasant place, this New York. I mean, honestly, though, I love living here. It's a really, really pretty state. Like, its conditions are brutal, but it's just a really, really pretty place to live. You know, you get all 4 seasons, which is really, it's just nice. It's just nice being able to have snow in the winter and in a really verdant summer. It's quite pleasant. I mean, it's not really the temperatures, it's just the environment. And I mean, I'll take wildly varied temperatures over over what the rest of America gets. I'd rather not have hurricanes, monsoon level rains, tornadoes, earthquakes. There are some much more dogshit climates and natural environmental hazards to live near. I will take some mildly dangerous weather every now and again over something that just straight up kills people. Now I gotta let this dude beat the shit out of me. Hurry up and kill me, bitch. There we go. Hell yeah. GIMP scene. I don't know what game you're watching. I love this note. Madmen toil surreptitiously in rituals to beckon the moon, uncover their secrets. She's just carrying around this skull with a slug in it? Okay. And the slug gives you knowledge. Knowledge! Here in my garage.
Sure to please an upstanding member of the church like you. Oh, thank you so much, dear gods. Thank you so much. I was seized on the street by the hulking brute in the cathedral ward and locked up here. There were many others, but they've been taken away. And I've heard moans echoing in the distance ever since.
Yeah, I don't know how to put this, lady, but all the clerics that were captured on the streets, they were probably sacrificed to turn into horrible flesh monsters. So, insight is a nice thing to spend in the game, is the correction there. Insight's not nice to have. Insight's nice to spend. Because having more insight only really aesthetically affects the game, because it lets you see more cool shit. But you don't want too much of it, because it just straight up makes the game more challenging, because it makes you more susceptible to frenzy, and causes certain enemies to appear in certain areas where they wouldn't otherwise. So, insight is nice to spend, but it's not nice to have.
So, the hunt is on tonight?
No.
Then the streets are perilous, and every door will be shut tight. Perhaps it isn't my place to ask, but do you know somewhere that might take me in?
Tell of Odin Chapel.
Thank you so much. I'll set out as soon as I can.
Max Insight Challenge Run, aka Get Killed by Winter Lantern Challenge Run. Get killed instantly. I stepped into its field of view for 2 seconds and instantly exploded into a shower of blood.
I'll set out as soon as I can. I pray for success on your hunt. Kind hunt.
I think that's what we all yearn for at the end of the day, is just to be turned into a blood explosion. Real gamer moment right there. Ah, Jesus Christ, dude. I remember somebody similar situation. Somebody fought Ebrietas with or Ebrietas, whatever. Somebody fought Ebrietas with Torch. Like somebody just poked Ebrietas to death with the torch. Yeah, fuck you. Ow. Yeah, this isn't really a game you can Conchita run. Oh, the tag team. It's a 2-on-1 cage match. Oh, I love Zero Lenny. I forget what he used for this game. Did he torch? Yep, okay. Ow. Alright, I'm getting a little too eager on my parries. Yeah, this game's hard as dicks. I don't think I could ever... I don't think I could ever willingly subject myself to that. I haven't played this game as much as I should have, though. This is the one I have... This is the Soulsborne game I have the least amount of hours in, to my great shame. Yeah, I'd say it's probably... So the thing is, from an overall Jesus Christ, that's loud as fuck. Well, the thing is about this game is that it has that kind of replayability. You'd think it wouldn't because it only supports the go fast and whack stuff playstyle. But the thing is, unlike Dark Souls, where every single weapon in this game is so absolutely different that it's replayable just by virtue of all the different weapons and different kinds of builds you can use in that sense. It doesn't have total build conversion because the still overall gameplay style of go fast, eat ass is still there, but it's different experiences of go fast, eat ass with different cool weapons, which is nice. It's good. I enjoy. I'd actually say this one's a damn sight more replayable than Dark Souls 3. Oh yeah, and like, if you're talking differences, but if you're trying to compare Arcane with, if you're trying to compare Arcane with some physical weapon, forget about it. It's a totally different playstyle, because Suddenly you're no longer using guns and you're just using hunter tools. You're just stringing together combos of wacky-ass projectiles. Yeah, Blood Tinge is a really interesting thing in this game because it only powers up guns, but if you do something like Chikage or Cannon, it really, really spices the game up. Chikage is actually one of my favorite weapons. I know it's like kind of slagged off as the weeb weapon next to the Rakuyo, but it's just too much fun. I love just the gameplay feel of switching between the one-handed and two-handed styles. It's a blast. But yeah, the thing is, I haven't played this game as much as I should have. Not for lack of wanting to, but because it just never crossed my mind to replay the game multiple times with different weapons. I have this game on Platinum, but I did all that on, like, my third character. Oh yeah, that's the thing is, blood damage is usually done in such minuscule amounts, usually because it's mostly done by guns. But if you get something that deals just straight blood damage, like the Bloodletter or the Chikage, it just absolutely wrecks ass. It's amazing. Bloodletter, now that's a fun weapon. Yeah, I think that's one of the things, is it's not hard to find a weapon that you really, really can appreciate. My favorite weapon, I'd have to say, is Whirligig, just because it's just for its sheer brutality. It's just a gruesome weapon. Careful not to get any sauce on your collar. It's a very messy pizza. Beast Claw plus Beast Roar build is also fantastic. Behold, a pale blood sky, but there is nothing there right now. You only see it later. Trademark. I think also out of all the Soulsborne games, this one's got some of the weirdest fucking lore. In a good way. But it's very weird. I talked about this in an earlier stream, but it's got those two simultaneous plot threads of Resident Evil and well, because it's two simultaneous plot threads of Resident Evil and Lovecraft running side by side. Because you've got the whole Madman's Knowledge Lovecraft thing, but then you also have the Resident Evil and super gross infected blood thing. It's an interesting, like, dual dynamic between those two storylines. Yeah, I usually prefer the Ashen Hunter garb just because it gives you so much frenzy resistance. But Gascon's armor is, or armor, why am I saying armor? Gascon's set is swiftly becoming one of my favorites. I just love the hat and the scarf. No, yeah, I know you were talking about the Yargul set. I'm saying that I'm still pretty partial to this. The Yargul set is cool, but I think Ashen Hunter, or Gascoigne and Ashen Hunter are probably my favorites. You. Give me that pig meat. Acquired. Bacon acquired. Probably people. Huh. Wow. If you wonder what they're eating, they're called man-eater boars. There's probably some clue to fill you in. Yeah, I'm personally partial to a lot of the strength weapons in the game. I love the Whirligig. I love the Saw Cleaver. I really like the Hunter's Axe. I haven't done the Bloodletter yet, but I really have to. Just gotta angle it up. There we go. I really like the music for Yargul. I gotta Kobe that, okay? The thing is, the Hunter channels Yeet energy, but this, which is all power and speed, but that's not what the Hunter requires. He requires the Kobe energy, the energy of precision. The Hunter says Yeet when he should say Kobe. He called upon the wrong great one. You know, when you first start the game off, like when you're, and I don't mean like when you're level 1 or when you're a new character, I mean when you're a new player to this game, when you're first learning the game, you're like, man, I really wish I could upgrade my weapon. And now, as an experienced player, you're like, man, I don't know what to do with all these fucking upgrade materials. It's funny how the Soulsborne series changes so fast between a new and experienced player. Oh, there was something I wanted to mention earlier because we were talking about favorite Soulsborne games. I think from a personal standpoint about things like lore and overall experience, story, tone, Dark Souls 1's probably still my favorite. Dark Souls 2 mechanically is probably my favorite, but I'd say I'd acknowledge this one as the tightest and most focused of all the Soulsborne games. Because this one's just really, really refined, and it's got its tone, it's got its formula, it knows what it's doing. So I'd say this one's probably the best made one. Dark Souls 2 mechanically is probably my favorite next to Bloodborne, and then Dark Souls 1 is my favorite experience. And then Dark Souls 3 gets no rewards, because Dark Souls 3 was just trying to be Bloodborne, but less good. So Dark Souls 3 doesn't get any rewards. Yeah, this boss is all about keeping your momentum. Once you can get momentum with this boss, you can keep it. It's pretty cool like that. I'd say, if you're in the neutral game with the boss, it's one of the fucking hardest bosses in the game if you're fighting it from neutral. But if you manage to get ahead, you can stay ahead. It'll kill you in the neutral game, but if you avoid the neutral game and just play it to your advantage and just keep going for knockdowns, you get an easy win. It especially helps with a serrated weapon, since serrated does so much extra damage to beasts. Yeah, I love some of the designs because it's just so fucking ghastly. It's just a skeletal, electric, like, werewolf demon monster with half of its flesh torn off. The art designers really did a good job of just making the absolutely most grisliest things you can imagine. It takes a very talented artist to design something that can be unsettling to most players. Like, I mean that most sincerely. It takes a really special artist to think and imagine of the things they don't want to see. To delve into those depths of disgust and depravity, to think, what could I design, what could I make that would shock and disgust and horrify anybody who looks at it. That's one of the things I love about Masahiro Ito, the art designer of Silent Hill 2 as well, is there's just so disgusting and unsettling about the Silent Hill 2 monsters.
Welcome,
and it just takes a really, really talented artist to really think about and delve into that idea of what would I never want to look at, and draw that.
Very well. Farewell, good hun.
I got a lot. Holy shit! I have a lot of stuff in storage. I am all good. I do not need more shit. Let's have a look at what we can see in the Insight shop, though. Oh, sweet. I should have used fire paper while I fought it. Alright. So I've done Yargul. I've done that. What other side quests? Oh, right. Yosefka's. I was wondering what I was forgetting. There was one more thing I had to do. Yosefka's. I think I'm gonna get all 4 umbilical cords in the game, so I think I'm gonna spare her for now. Because she's a... At this point in the game, with me only having a +6 weapon, she's a really hard fight because she's an arcane caster. Yeah, arcane fighters are hard as shit. Hardest fucking fights in the game is the choir hunter in yeah, arcane is like nothing for the player, but it's insanely fucking strong for all the NPCs. Same thing with Blood Tinge. Oh hell yeah, we're hitting peak meme now, 666 damage. But yeah, it's like the choir hunter in what is it? The college. Why am I fucking drawing a blank on the name? I've played this game. Yeah, Bergenworth. Yeah, like the choir hunter in Bergenworth. And the yeah, the choir hunter in Bergenworth and the Bloody Crow are like the hardest fucking fights in the game, pretty much, next to Koss. Ah, Koss, or some say Cosm, grant us eyes. As you once did for Rom, vacuous spider. Do you hear our prayers? I love him. Mikolash is so much fun. And I'm gonna see if that guy's gonna come back around on another patrol, and I'm gonna see if I can yeet him with the cannon. Come on, come back out. Yeah, I think a lot of people don't get gimmick bosses like that. I mean, you know, when Dark Souls 3 came out, I'm sure there were a lot of people who thought they should just fight the ancient wyvern. Not a whole lot of distance for a cannon. Clearly, I'm just not intelligent enough to operate this fucking cannon. Very dumb hunter. Goal right now is to not get lit on fire. Success. Die. Ah, these good old Cockney accents. The hunter be like, it ain't much, but it's honest work. Hunter not very smart. Hunter is just here to kill. Not smart enough to operate more advanced weapons, just very good at slaughter. I do not know where I am. I do not know who I am. All I know is that I must kill. Literally just Bloodborne. Bloodborne is just, I do not know where I am, I do not know who I am. All I know is that I must kill. Oh yeah, try explaining. That's always a fun task. Try explain. Like I had to do that in an earlier stream. Try explaining the fucking dream to somebody who's doesn't quite have a firm grasp on the game. No, so you see, okay, so an eldritch god is hosting the dream through the old man's brain, but we're in the real world. But the dream isn't in the real world, and it's an alternate parallel universe that's in the old man's brain. Everybody else we meet is in the real world, but here in the dream we only see the old man in his brain. And if we weren't in the old man's dream brain and we died in the real world, then we would be dead for good. It's only because we're an old man's brain that we come back to life every time we get killed. Like what? Excuse me, what? What? Oh yeah, I'm aware that of Lovecraft's novelization and concept of dreams. I'm just saying, to someone who doesn't quite understand, it's fucking bonkers. Yeah, but first you have to resist the moon by eating afterbirth. Don't forget that plot thread. If you want to, if you don't eat enough afterbirth, the moon will embrace you, and then you will become the old man in the wheelchair, and that's not a good ending. It's only by eating the afterbirth that you become that you can fight the moon. And you can become a powerful god by fighting the moon. Hot take, Bloodborne is more fucking nonsensical than JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I mean, the good ending, the good ending is allowing Gurman to free you from the dream. Yeah, I don't know, man. Suspend your disbelief. Yeah, I don't know. I guess the dream persists because I guess the dream exists through Gurman, but I guess also the moon presence holds the dream. Okay, so it's like Gurman is the source file, but the dream is kept persistent by the moon presence. Okay, I can see we're getting pretty fucking whack now. Anyways, hey look, it's an A-Lamau. Formless Odin. More like formless dog shit. Canehurst summons. Ah, that was the real Yosefka, because it had Yosefka's blood vial. Okay, so yeah, let's have a talk about this plot thread. So yeah, this is a funny fucking plot thread. So at some point in the story, someone from the College of Bergenworth comes to Yosefka's clinic and fucking like makes her like becomes imposter Yosefka. Like she looks just like Yosefka. So she has some fucking weird magic or medicinal fuckery, like some polyjuice potion to make her turn into Yosefka. And then she decides to experiment on all the patients at the clinic and Yosefka herself and turn them all into Alamaus because she wants to be impregnated by a great one so she can have demon fetus. So, or sorry, eldritch fetus. My bad. They writhe inside my head. Beast. So this was the guy. Fucking. This was the beggar. Yeah, the strange beggar or whatever he was called. It's a human hand on an Alamau. Communion. Cool. Got plenty of carol runes now. But yeah, I mean, it's fucking weird. It's really weird. Just turning people. Okay? So help me out with this though, because I'm still trying to. Oh yeah, I remember. He's a fucking tough one. That's why I just sent him to Yosefka, because either way you get the beast rune, but in this way you get it much cheaper and easier without having to fight him. That's usually what I do. Anything that I don't want to deal with directly, I'll just send to Yosefka's clinic. Oh yeah, I'm still. So she wants to transcend her humanity, the imposter Yosefka, this choir hunter person or whatever. But why the fuck does she have to turn people into Alamaus to do it? Ah, I see. Big brain aliens. I see. They have big thinky alien brains, and she wants to use those big thinky alien brains to talk to the gods and be like, "Hey, yo, fam, what it do?" I gotcha. Alien phones. Alien phones is what you're saying to me. You hear that, everybody?
Welcome.
Alien phones.
Very witness.
Bloodborne's a weird fucking game. I love it.
Farewell.
I think Bloodborne is one of those weird things. Bloodborne as a concept kind of reminds me of Warhammer 40k in the sense that in source, in media, it's supposed to be taken completely seriously, but it's so fucking easy to make fun of and poke holes in. It reminds me of Warhammer 40k in that sense, where the source material itself you take seriously, or is meant to be taken seriously in the context of the game. Like, it's all played completely straight. It's all played straight. But if you break it down and talk about any of it, it becomes instant fucking comedy. Like that. It's hilarious. Alright, what am I thinking of? There was somewhere else I wanted to go, I think. Oh, yeah. You know, your logic actually sounds pretty sound. When you really break it down like that, that sounds reasonable. I sent the Father Gascon's daughter to Yosefka's. Does she not die to the pig if you send her to Yosefka's? Hang on. I need to look this up now. Ah, okay, then I must have missed her alien. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, okay, so you don't get to interact with her sister if you send her to Yosefka. If you send her to Yosefka, instead of getting the red ribbon to continue the quest line to get the sister, you get Formless Odin instead. Okay, the alien in the hallway was the girl. The one that was just going back and forth in the hallway. Also, yeah, there's no happy ending for Gascoigne's family. Because if you send her to... Because if you give her the brute, she gets extra sad because her mom's dead. If you send her to Odin Chapel, she dies. If you send her to Yosefka's clinic, she gets turned into an Alamau and then dies. It's just that if you get the red ribbon, it gets extra depressing because then you get the sister dies too. F. Fat F in chat. Well, since I finished that questline, I guess I can keep moving on. Go back to the Forbidden Woods. Hang on, I want to read the Madman's knowledge description again because it was funny to me. Hang on. Making contact with Eldritch Wisdom is a blessing, for even if it drives one mad, it allows one to serve a grander purpose for posterity. What a fucking joke. Yeah, even if you're insane, at least you're doing something. Nice meme. Alright, time for the most... Time for the most confusing area in the game. Shit. I don't like this area. Not because of the snakes. I think snakes are fine. It's just it's so fucking sprawled out and confusing. Oh yeah, I'm a total collectaholic. I don't generally tend to have to collect everything, but I pretty much have most item locations or general, like I don't remember what the item is, like I'll still walk up and be like, the fuck is this? But I'll remember that it's there. Like the item behind Artorias's grave. If I remember correctly, it is a hornet ring. I think that's what it is, but it's more just the fact that I remember that there is something behind Artorias's grave. Is that how most Soulsborne players think about item collection? They don't remember the item exactly, just remember that it's there. And then you just pick it up and be like, the fuck is this? But you're happy to have just picked it up. Even if you'll never use it. Ah, the life of a Soulsborne player. A dude up there making some funky noises. Look at this dude. Silence, mouth breather. I don't know what this is, but it's kind of hot. His corpse will conveniently burn itself. Nice. Halt the spread of infection. Classic iDubbbz posting. Hey, that's pretty good. iDubbbz, the last true YouTuber. Also, okay, another more confusing shit. So I know that this whole snake thing is also part of the whole Resident Evil plot thread that this game's got running through it. But what the fuck? Doesn't it have something to do with the Moderus twins or something? I feel like the whole plot thread for this... Like I don't feel... I'm not even sure there is a plot thread for this area. I think the whole design process was Miyazaki just said, and then they had snakes inside of them. And the whole design crew is like, excuse me, what the fuck? And then he's like, you heard me. I said, and then there were snakes inside of them. Put snakes in things. The enemies included. Put snakes in the enemies. Put snakes in the boss, even. I just want snakes in things. I want snakes in other snakes. I want balls of snakes. I want those snakes. Jesus. Because it's spooky. Spooky snakes. I can only imagine the life of a developer working for putting snakes in things. Hey, aspiring game developers, I'm going to set the controller down for a moment. Aspiring game developers, I'm going to ask you a question for your game concept. At any point in your game, have you decided to sit down and think, I'm going to put some snakes in things? If not, why not? You are actively losing out on a large customer base of people who appreciate snakes inside of things. Put snakes in things in your video game. This has been my TED Talk. Oh, I see the village put together enough money to afford another spooky red light. Nice. Big snakes. No, you get them free. You get them free from me if you come to my channel every Tuesday and Thursday at twitch.tv/gfcat. Hello, how are you? I am twitch.tv/gfcat. It's me, Mr. Cat. Mr. John Cat Garfield. I feel like as I play this game, I'm absorbing more Madman's knowledge. Like, I'm becoming equally as insane as my fucking character as time progresses. Ha! Too easy. Get fucked. Too easy. No, he stood in the fire. Easy game, easy life. Ah, more giant snakes. I think I'm getting close to the boss. I can tell because of all the giant snakes. Oh shit, I just realized that's a JoJo's reference. The guys with the bag on their head with one eye that the snakes come out of. That's a JoJo's reference to Doobie from JoJo Part 1. I never realized that they were wearing a bag with one eye on it. Yeah, it's hard to see that, but it's fun because that's a pretty sly little reference you got there, Miyazaki. It's a nice little JoJo's reference, though. I appreciate it. It's hardly ever seen by anybody, but it's a good one. And now that I've seen it, I appreciate it, and I appreciate this game more. It's kind of funny that he chose such an obscure thing from the show to reference, too. You only see the dude for, like, 2 chapters of the comic. If that. Maybe 1. Very short-lived minor antagonist. He didn't even last a full episode in the show, though. He lasted about, like, 5 minutes of a 20-minute episode. It's entirely possible that it was a model designer that did it. Regardless of the case, it's a JoJo's reference, and that's nice and cool, and I like it. Oh shit. Ayla Mouse. Alright, boys. Area 51 time. Let's join the Facebook group. Come on, guys, let's get ourselves the alien. Go, 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 get the alien. We need these alien phones so we can talk to great ones. Anti-clockwise metamorphosis. I think that's stamina up. I think clockwise is health and anti-clockwise is stamina. Oh shit. Boss arena's not far from here. We took a shortcut through the Alamau cave. Hey guys, I know where to find the big snake man. I know where to find all the snake guys. It's just a short. It's a shortcut from the Alamau cave. Oh, straight ahead from where? I feel like I'm going in the wrong direction now. Oh, straight ahead from the alien cave. Okay. Hello there. Nice. Also, good call. Just gonna do some more exploring, just to kind of see the whole area. I usually just kind of rush through this area because it's, you know, poison area XD. No, actually, it's just the snake area. You only get poisoned if you're stupid. The poison areas, Oh, We'll have none of that, mister. The poison area is Nightmare Frontier. Also, fuck Nightmare Frontier. Fuck Nightmare Frontier, fuck those stupid ass Lost Children enemies, fuck the Winter Lanterns, and fuck Amygdala. Oh, Amygdala. Oh, Amygdala. Have mercy on the poor bastard. Real Patches Appreciation Hours. Who up, click like. God damn it, Patches. Ow! Come out and fight me like a real snake, you pussy. Come out here and fight me like a real snake. Can't handle me, you pussy. He wasn't even guarding anything. What a fucking waste of time. 99% of this area. What a waste of time. No, stop that. Whoa, weird audio mixing there for a minute. God damn, this area is so fucking confusing. What the fuck? You know what? I've come to a cordial decision to say fuck this area, let's just fight the boss. There's probably nothing of value here anyways. I pretty much know where the boss is. You just go through the Alamau cave. Who gives a shit? I can come back for him later. I don't care. More blood echoes is all I need. Ah, very good. Dissipating Lake. I don't know what that one does. Ah, okay. Mmm, bacon. Roblox oof as I touch the fire. Ah, okay. This is the boss arena. Which means if I go up this way... Ah! Perfect. Clockwise metamorphosis. Dark metamorphosis! I'm interested in this. Remember to return what you borrowed. This is a library, not a bookstore after all. Based as fuck Robbie Belgrade. Alright, can we do this fight on 8 bullets? Yeah. Is it fire or bolt that's more effective against them? Or can it be either one? Gotcha. Oh right, double tapping circle causes you to jump, which makes you take more damage. Don't sprint. Whoa, holy shit, okay. There we go, finally. No problem. No problem. You know what? While we're here, we may as well move up to the next next lantern. There's only one enemy from here to there. You, Bugman. Grant us eyes. You, the meat part of you. Is it bug meat or man meat? I don't much care for man meat. You enjoy that meal, because once you're done, you're dead! No, you are, already, again.
Welcome, Howard. Very well, let me. Farewell, good hand. Me.
お前はもう死んでいる。Earlier, are you new here? Earlier, like, it was about October, I started doing Hokuto ga Gotok. I had to put it on hold because a lot of scenes were starting to get blocked by PlayStation Share, so I gotta wait until I get a capture card with a good PC to do it. But once that happens, we'll be doing some cool shit. I'll finish that game finally. I think just burly macho men fighting things is just a fucking theme on this channel, because two of our predominantly joked about topics is Kenshido and Kenshido, JoJo's references, and Macho Man Randy Savage. It's just a running thing with us at this point. Yeah, it's nice. Once I have my PC, I will have the ability to do that. I can't do that just yet from the PS4 integrated streams, but the PC is coming soon. It's going to be here very soon. And when it's here, there will be plenty of music during the stream openings and the BRBs and all that. There'll be plenty of music, don't you worry. I am a real American. Fight for what's right. Fight for your life. Oh, what was that? What was that? Hang on. I'm trying to think. There was the T-shirt design you sent me. I'm trying to remember it. Oh yeah. The only time this patriot takes a knee is when he's gonna suck a hero officer's dick. There we go. Yeah, that's a good T-shirt. Fight for the rights of every man.
Welcome. Very well. Farewell, good hun.
Alright. I think we'll kill Rom the pee-pee poo-poo spider and then that'll be it for the night. Yeah, because that's some decent progress, because we'll get to Yargul, well, the second time visiting Yargul. Behold, a pale blood sky. More like a pale blood penis. I don't know what I was gonna fucking say. Pale blood bottom text. I actually don't have too many problems with Braum at this point. I know when I did Chalice dungeons to get 100% completion, I had a problem with him in that really fucking tiny room because it's just so small and cramped, so it's easy to get killed in there. But against him normally, I tend to just take my time and just chip away at him little by little, kill all the little spiders first just so they don't interfere. I tend to take my time with him though, just to ensure that I don't fuck up. If you're nice and methodical about it, it's not so bad. Yeah, Chalice Dungeon ROM's a pain in the ass. Oh god, stop, 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 stop! I forget, how do you kill these things faster? Because they take forever to kill. Did you just use bolt paper or something? Great One's wisdom. Fragment of lost wisdom used to gain much insight. At Bergenworth, Master Willem had an epiphany. We are thinking of on the basis of planes. What we need are more eyes. I love how literally they got more eyes. Fucking hysterical. Eyes on the inside. Oh. Curses upon you. Enough of this. No, more like fuck you, frenzy. Not happening today. Not even close, baby. Not even close. See, so the real boss fight isn't Rom for this. The real boss fight is the Choir Hunter. We all know this. We all know what the real fight here is. I always wonder what this trapdoor leads to. You think it leads to... They're coming down. You think this trapdoor leads to the surface level of the Chalice dungeons? Like layer 1 of the Chalice? Alright, come fight me, you pussy. I'm gonna have to visit the lantern. Oh. Whoa! I'm gonna have to visit a lantern after this fight. Holy fuck. Fuck you and your gay-ass Rosemarinus. Or just eat one magic bolt to the face and take most of your health bar. Yeah, Call Beyond's a rough one, though, for sure. Yeah, fuck you and your gay-ass fart gun. Unacceptable. Putting these goddamn liberals in their place. We're coming to call it. We're gonna debate them on their college campuses. When the red moon hangs low, the line between man and beast is blurred, and when the great ones descend, a womb will be blessed with child. I love how they mix the Resident Evil and Lovecraft plots together. It's like, so there's the gross Resident Evil blood, and when the Eldritch gods come, the gross Resident Evil blood is especially Resident Evil-y. Jesus, though. Why do they make the enemy NPC hunter so fucking strong? That choir hunter's just fucking insane. Dead Great Ones, I thought it was blood from Tumerians. I thought that's what they used. I thought they used Tumerian blood. You know, this game has cool lore, but it's way more fucking confusing than Dark Souls' lore. Dark Souls' lore is actually pretty straightforward once you get down to it. This shit's confusing. Maybe. I don't know, man. This shit's weird. I mean, we've already established this, but it's just worth repeating. Yeah, that's the thing, is that the Chalice dungeons are the Chalice dungeons do that weird fucking time travel bullshit where you, like, sometimes the tomb takes you back in time. Like, you can see what's his name? You can see Lawrence be as an abhorrent beast in there. And then you see him again as a headless abhorrent beast with a disgusting putrid worm controlling him. Or yeah, the bloodletting beast. Yeah, Lawrence is the bloodletting beast. It's there's a YouTube channel. He hasn't let me look at this real quick. I don't think he's done anything since that, or anything substantial since that, but he was also a really good lore channel, kind of like Vadividya, but he did mostly Bloodborne shit. Videos. Yeah, the last thing he did was 2 years ago, but Jerk Sans Frontier. He had a video set called, like, Bloodborne Up Close, and he had a bunch of videos talking about stuff like that. Well, yeah, but the thing is, in the Hunter's Nightmare is a dream. So it's entirely possible for him to exist in the dream and also exist he exists in the dream because he was cursed, because he was with the hunters when they were cursed by the fishing hamlet. So his consciousness was trapped in the dream, and he became the cleric beast in that. But Jerk Sans Frontier. Oh, Brador. Oh, that's what you're talking about. I thought you were asking for the channel. Yeah, Brador the church assassin. Was he? Hang on. Okay, now we gotta do a lore discussion. Well, it's also, and I'm not sure that makes sense though, because it's implied that Brador, when he was a church assassin, killed people as they were transforming, and that the beast scourge has been getting progressively worse, and cleric beasts grow larger now than they used to, and that back then cleric beasts were still human-sized because the antlers and the headdress he wears are still human-sized. So I think it's implied that he killed growing cleric beasts as they appeared, and they were smaller back then, and now they're too big. I don't think he killed Lawrence, because in the lore it said that the last Lawrence was heard from was him delving into the Chalice dungeons, which lines up with him becoming a bloodletting beast, which makes even more sense because the skull, the venerated skull that you find in the oh shit, it's all in Jerk Sans Frontiers videos. I remember a whole bunch of it, but if you watch it, if you watch it, he kind of talks about how the venerated skull that you find in the chapel in the Grand Cathedral doesn't look like a cleric beast skull. It looks like a bloodletting beast skull, and he kind of lines it up with things like the cranium shape and the teeth and the dental, and the teeth and everything like that. And he says it makes more sense that when he became a bloodletting beast, obviously the parasite inside of him grew, and that's why you have the headless bloodletting beast, and I think that is Lawrence. And he makes a really compelling case for you to believe that the headless bloodletting beast is Lawrence, and that his skull was somehow taken back to the Grand Cathedral and worshipped as as a saintly artifact. And it also makes sense that his skull is split open because the parasite was in his skull. I don't know. It's the lore is all incredibly vague, and it's meant to be vague, but that's my based on what I remember from and from what I remember about Jerk Sans Frontiers videos. I think he makes a really compelling case because in the Hunter's Nightmare, you give Lawrence his own human skull. It just doesn't make sense because it's the nightmare. It's in a dream. It's not real. In the real world, I believe that Lawrence fell to the beast plague and became a bloodletting beast. It just makes sense that there's a skull that matches the cranium shape of the bloodletting beast, and at the same time there's a headless bloodletting beast in the in the Chalice dungeons. Yeah, I don't really have any reason to kill him, though. Alright then. Ouch. Tiny spiders do lots of damage. If I remember correctly, aren't the tiny spiders called romlets or something? Something adorable like that. Whoa. Oh, fuck you. The problem was I wasn't keeping up on my spider killing business. I let the spiders, when he first spawns, live, and so I fell behind, so I let them kill me. That's my fault. I love how the eye gardens are just casually chilling with Master Willem. I would, but I'm just a tad too antsy for that. Especially with how much damage they deal, it's not a risk I'm willing to take. I remember watching Inferno Plus's one-shot video on this game, and it was so fucking amazing. Alright, I think I'm just free to rush him down. I once managed to it's really hard to do because you have to be very, very precise, but you can infinitely stun lock him by interrupting the teleport, and then when he pulls back to run away, so when you stagger him, he'll run backwards, and there's a way you can stagger him and then get just behind him, and so he'll keep running backwards away from you, but he'll be running in circles, so he'll never actually get out of range of you to teleport, and I somehow managed to do that, and I was able to infinitely stun lock him in the first phase because he wasn't able to run away from me. It's really fucking finicky and not a reliable strategy, but it's possible. If you manage to pull it off, it's mega fucking cheese. I love how when the prophecy says a womb will be blessed with child, it literally just means any womb. All the wombs. Not just Yarnum. I love how we're just getting to the point where it's just dudes made of blood. Come to Yarnum. We have screeching demons, almond monsters. Where are they? Almond monsters, and men made of blood. Good old scenic Yarnum. Beautiful city, lovely place. Well, it's about time for me to pack up as well, so have a good night. If you haven't followed already, you should. That is, if you enjoy my content. If you don't, then fuck you. I'm kidding. But yeah, if you enjoy, give a follow, because I'll be playing more of this game. Probably not this weekend, but definitely on Tuesday. Yeah, that's right. Better follow me. I love you.
Welcome, what is it? Very well, then. Farewell.
Next time we're gonna do more optional areas. We're gonna go do... Next time we're gonna do Canehurst, and we're gonna do Nightmare Frontier. There was something else I wanted to do while I was here, I thought. Possibly not. Maybe I'm just fucking stupid. Maybe I'm forgetful and stupid. Nothing's out of the realm of possibility for me. Haha. Alright, I leveled up. Oh, is there something else I needed to do? I think. Oh. Yeah. Let's go get some of the other umbilical cords. Since that's now on the table. Get that done real quick. I thought she was supposed to be here. Oh, you have to kill Mikolash before that happens. But I can get the one from Imposter Yosefka. So we're gonna go get that one. Shit, did I not open the doors to this place? Damn, I'm fucking stupid. Alright. Turns out we're going back to the Forbidden Woods. I'm fucking dumb! Time to go real fast, though. Time to show off my Dark Souls speedrunning skills. Get this done in a few minutes so I can go watch some YouTube before I fucking... Jesus Christ, it's gonna be hot tomorrow. I'm scared. My room doesn't have very good circulation either, so I might need to pull a dehumidifier in here. Dehumidifier makes the room hot, but I'll take the heat over the fucking moisture any day. I can't check for blood vial reserves. I wonder what the deal is with all these church guards down here. I want to read the description for the antidote. Used to treat ashen blood, the baffling sickness that ravaged old Yarnum long ago. These tablets only provide short-term relief. The ashen blood ailment eventually triggered the spread of the beastly scourge. Huh. Crazy. Ashen blood. Blood. Who does blood ministration in this city? Wow. This unforeseeable... Nobody could have seen this beast blood tragedy coming. Strange. Church, please help us understand this blood problem. You guys are the experts in blood ministration. Why is all the blood turning people into monsters? I don't know. Wasn't us. Ah, thank you, Church. You're very honest and forthcoming with us. We love you and trust you, and we'll do whatever you say. I'm telling you, man, the fucking residents of this city deserve to die. For being that fucking stupid, these people deserve death. Sounds like you could use some more blood. Just a month later, that man disappeared from his home, but there was some monster shrieking heard in his house. Clearly a beast got to him and ate him. That's what happened. That's the story, and we're sticking to it. What does this one say? Oh, this is the room I woke up in, right. Whoa. This bucket of used syringes makes a metal sound when I step on it. Powerful bucket.
Chosen. Don't you see how they writhe inside my head? It's rather rapturous. God, I know it's like...
Having insight is a good thing, trademark. It is nice to have knowledge, trademark. I want to read this one. Yeah, some of them have different descriptions. Cord of the eye. Every infant great one has a precursor to this precursor to the umbilical cord. Every great one loses a child and then yearns for a surrogate. The third umbilical cord precipitated the encounter with the pale moon, which beckoned the hunters and conceived the hunter's dream. Used to gain insight and, so they say, eyes on the inside, although no one remembers what that truly entails. Nobody actually knows what eyes on the inside mean. Some people actually thought it meant eyes on the inside, like you just have fucking eyes inside of you. Here's the one we got from her. A great relic, also known as the Cord of the Eye, etc., etc. Provost Willems sought the cord in order to elevate his being and thoughts to those of a great one, by lining his brain with eyes. The only choice he knew, if man were to ever match their greatness. So you only have to consume 3 1/3 umbilical cords to fight the moon presence, but what if I consume 4? Will I become 1 1/3 times as powerful? Will I have 1 1/3 times as many eyes? 1.33 times is pretty powerful in the grand scheme of things. That's a big upgrade. Or maybe we're overdosing on eyes by doing it. Who knows? Spooky.
Sometimes you just overdose on eyes.
Sometimes you just overdose on eyes. 'Cause you just have so much power. 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 'Cause you just have so much All right then. Well, we had a good night tonight. Had a lot of fun. Plenty of interesting conversations. But now it's time for me to call it for the night. Oh yeah. So, to everyone who came and watched tonight, have an excellent night. To everybody watching on YouTube, have an excellent rest of your day. Bye bye.